Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Okay, Coach.
Okay, Coach, if you're ready, go ahead and open.
Let me look at that. You?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Go ahead, Coach.
I'm really proud of the way our guys, came here and competed today. I thought we did a fantastic job offensively, controlled the tempo of the game with, what we did offensively. And, Mac played well. Smitty had a great game. Najee was great. Had a lot of guys contribute to that. Offensive line did a nice job of controlling the line of scrimmage up front, which we thought was really important in the game. And, the defense made some mental errors in the first half, led to both their scores, big play touchdowns on just absolute coverage bust in the back end. And we made some adjustments at halftime, and I think we played a little better in the second half. Obviously, this team has done a great job all year, won the West today, which I'm very proud of them for their efforts all year long to be able to do that. And now we got to talk about how we want to finish the season and continue to improve and get better and learn from some of the things that happened today and hopefully make progress in a very positive way. So I think LSU has a lot of good players, and they did a good job in the game. They had a good game plan against us in the first half, and but our players adapted and adjusted and did a really good job. So I'm really proud of our team, and our coaches did a really good job. We were down 4 coaches today. A receiver coach and three coaches on defense. So, but everybody in the organization sort of stepped up and did a really good job and really didn't skip a beat today. Fortunately, it was none of the signal callers, and that was very helpful, and people did a good job of filling in.
Okay, we'll start with Aaron Sutherland.
Nick, I know you don't like to campaign for your players, but do you think Devontae Smith's the best player in the country?
Well, you're asking me a question. I don't see every player play in the country. I love Smitty. I think he's an outstanding player for our team. He's probably done as much this year for our team as any player that we've ever had. He's a great leader on the team. So it's not fair to compare him to somebody else that you didn't even see. But I don't think there's many players in the country that has done more for their team than Smitty does for our team.
We'll go with Michael Casagrande.
Yeah, Nick, what did you see on those 2 touchdowns you guys gave up, and how do you think the defense responded, or what did you guys do specifically to correct it?
Well, we busted, the first touchdown pass. We had a corner cat called. They changed plays, so we killed plays, and safety's got to communicate to the corner who goes on the blitz, and now he's not going on the blitz because we changed what we were doing. He went on the blitz, nobody covered the X, so it was a touchdown. And on the other one, the long run, we misaligned. The star really lined up in the wrong spot, so we didn't have an apex player on that side, so we had no force contain, and ball bounced outside, and there was nobody around. So easily correctable things, but things that we don't want to happen in games, obviously. But at halftime we made some adjustments. The players understood what they did wrong, got it corrected, and played better.
Tony Sakalas.
You kind of addressed it a little bit, but what were the challenges of playing the game without 4 of your assistants, and how early in the week did you know that they were going to be gone?
Oh, boy. I think Thursday. I think Thursday is the test.
I think Wednesdays when we found out. A couple on Monday and then a couple on Wednesday.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I can't be specific, but I knew that on Thursday we knew exactly what we were going to have going into this game, and we made a lot of adaptations, staff-wise on Thursday for people to fill in. And, our players have gotten so resilient to all the different things that happen. I mean, electricity went off in the hotel today, like right when we were going to, our religious service, a half hour before a pregame meal. We had to eat pregame meal in the dark. It's like you know, stuff happens, and everybody just kind of keeps on keeping on because a lot of things happen. I mean, I was out last week. We had coaches out this week, but our players just stay focused. And you know, I think when you have good culture on your team and you've established that culture with your team, that you know, they can adapt and adjust to things that don't go exactly like they expect them to. And we certainly had a lot of opportunity to learn how to do that this season.
Brett Hudson?
Yeah, to follow up on Devontae, what's made it possible for him to have a season like this? Is he being used differently, or is he developed in a way that's unleashed this in him?
No, I think that he was an outstanding player last year, but we also had 3 other receivers that were outstanding players, and so none of them really sort of stood out like Smitty has stood out this year. And because we feature him a lot, they doubled him a lot, they matched up 24 on him a lot. So he had some challenges out there today because they were trying to take him out of the game, and you know, he still performed well, had 8 catches for 230 yards or something. You know, Mac does a good job of reading the coverages and getting the ball to the right guys. So, you know, we need other players to continue to step up and make plays on our team. I think Jalil has helped us do that. You know, Mechie, Slade. You know, Slade had a fumble today, but you know, we just need to keep more and more playmakers developing. But Smitty has done fantastic.
A couple more. We'll start with Charlie Potter.
Yeah, Coach, just for you, how happy were you to be back with the team and back on the sideline after missing last week?
I was really pleased. You know, it's funny. I was like really tough adaptation to stay home and do everything from home. And then I felt actually sort of out of place, you know, going to work. But it didn't take long. I mean, it was about 15 minutes and I fit right back in. So, you know, Miss Terry wasn't on me anymore, and I was able to get on other people in the office. So it was good. And, you know, it was great to be back with the players. And I really appreciated the fact that several of the players were, you know, happy to see me back. So it was good. It was all good.
We'll finish up with Steven.
Coach, you mentioned the adjustments that you had to make during the second half, but specifically Josh Jobe, and you talked about his consistency. What's been the biggest area of growth that you've seen from Jobe this year?
Oh, I think it's overall maturity. You know, Josh is a very emotional player, and sometimes, you know, he would make mistakes because he would get too emotional, and I think his confidence and maturity has allowed him to understand exactly where he has to be able to go out there and perform well and, you know, stay in the right, you know, not comfort zone, but just the right zone to compete and be a really good competitor. And I was really proud of him today because, you know, he made the one mistake, which we didn't get communicated to him. And, you know, in the past that would have affected him for a long time. And, you know, he's able to come back and play well after that and make plays. So he's learned how to overcome adversity, deal with negative things happening. And I think when you play defensive back, you know, you're going to get beat on occasion. The best guys just don't get beat very often. So consistency in performance is really important, and that's where he's really gotten so much better this year.
All right, Coach, thank you.
All right, thank you, guys.